Hey everybody, it's Eric.
This is Glenna.
And we are D&E Miniature and Board Games. So, I don't know, a little while ago, I got my Kickstarter for DEFCON 1. And it came. But I just haven't had a chance to open it. So, if you guys want to see what's inside,
Well, stay tuned with us.
so anybody that's watched the movie War Games knows DEFCON 1 is the end. It's the missiles launch, everybody dies, blah, 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 blah. So,
How old is this Kickstarter?
yeah, it was a Kickstarter, and it was one of the ones that I think I had to pay extra for shipping to get it to ship. And
Because you didn't happen the first time?
well, they underestimated shipping because shipping jumped up so much after COVID and all that. So. All right, so DEFCON 1.
DEFCON 1.
Let's see here. We have several. So, that's not the English. This is the English. Okay, you have an English, you have French, just so you know.
Nice.
Glenn and I don't speak French, so we'll be reviewing the English rulebook. So let's pull the board game out real quick. Board out for the game. So that we have... Oh, God. Oh!
It's a big one.
So DEFCON 1, obviously you have Soviet Union, United States, and the rest of the world.
And I like the feel of it. Okay.
Oh look! Filipinas!
Filipinas! And that, how they did it, it's really Filipinas.
Alright. Why would we jump and do it differently? You have your technology book here. I'm sure this is just a little quick reference for the different technologies that you can have for the different countries. And then you have the 5 phases of the turn, which is a nice little quick reference.
Which is always nice.
This is the actual rule book. I haven't heard good or bad on this yet. I haven't looked at the one that you... I'm sure there's one you can look at. I just haven't... You know me.
You never had...
I don't until I can actually have my rule book in my hand. I don't care. I just don't care.
Your opinion, right? Your own.
Mm-hmm. It's probably why we always have at least one comment. Why didn't you tell us how to play the game while you're doing the unboxing?
Well, that's a whole different thing.
All right, so tokens. Yeah, we have, and they are double-sided. Nice double-sided tokens, very colorful. Die cut's good; it pops right out. More tokens.
And more tokens.
More tokens.
And
more tokens. Oh, I think that's the token. That's the end.
That's the end of the world.
This would be the end token.
And the end of the world.
Oh look, I think you get little satellites. We can play Star Wars. Literally. Alright, what else is in here? They gave us a bunch of bags so we can put all the tokens and everything separated. That's nice. It's always a nice touch when the creators think about everything you might need. Nice cardboard insert with a nuclear explosion on it. Okay, so we do have, I believe this is how the technology's advanced probably and what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You have the different nations that you can play.
God, this looks so complicated. Warsaw Pax technologies. Non-aligned movements technology. Atlantic Alliance technologies.
And I'm not going to get these out, but you have, it's the wooden tokens. Lots of wooden tokens.
Yes, I see. Game board, territory, season areas, main areas. Lots and lots.
Lots and lots of rules.
Lots of things and symbols and.
Well, it is a game that you can basically end the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
Wow.
I mean, it's not like a good old zombie apocalypse, but I guess nuclear war will have to do. Okay, Glenda. I have a lot of different cards here.
I see, but you know, I'm still looking at the list of components. And I think this one I would really need some technology help.
So, I will tell you, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be a different shade. But they are. It's not just me, is it? I'm not.
Yeah, they look different shades.
Those do.
But I might be.
But these look the
Is there
same.
anything else there? I don't see a list of components though.
Okay, those look the same. Oh, well, that's because they are different. See, you've got like
They're not really the
you got like a
same.
target, and then you got a check mark. So they are different cards. The target and check mark is what separates them. Yeah, so you get a target and a check mark.
So, okay, hang on. Let me see. It says here there are two types of cards, the objective and mission.
Okay,
So each card has a number at the bottom right corner. Is there a number? The objective card states the condition to fulfill to win the game.
So are these objectives or are these?
Mission is the green one.
They're all green.
And this is purple. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Any of those when you flip looks like this? The map?
These are the maps.
So the artwork helps the player locate themselves on the big map. Areas showing their flag are areas they must control. This showing their color are areas that they may control from among the listed ones.
And then what are these
The
ones
green
here?
ones are the mission.
It's not the green ones, Glenda. It's just,
Well, mission science,
Yeah.
mission cards.
I mean, maybe when we get to the other ones, it's purple and green. On the green, it wasn't purple and green. All right. Well, let's see what the Chinese have to offer. I'm assuming these are these are Russian. Sorry. Yeah, you see, it's the color. These guys are red.
So you have, is it 5? How many of those cards?
5.
So you have all the alliance. You have Atlantic, you have Warsaw, French, Non-Aligned Movement, and People's Republic of China.
I'm going with this being the People's Republic of China. Chasing the White Devils. I wonder who they are.
Ah.
Tora, Tora, Tora.
This is Japanese.
Well, these are
But you said Tora, Tora, Tora.
I did.
Okay.
Alright, so the French. And then the American cards. Break through the Moscow, defend Europe, Empire of the Pacific, MacArthur's Plan, Oil Imperialism, States of the United Americas, Sublime Porta, and Southern Lands. Oh, you can even go down to Antarctica, apparently.
There's a coup.
There's always a coup.
Coup in neutral area. Okay, I see. 1 influence.
You know, the artwork's nice, though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cartoony. I like that.
Well, I can't be too serious. You're talking about the end of the world.
Well, that's kind of a serious topic.
Yeah, but I can't make it too serious for the artwork. So, let's make it more cartoony.
Alright, so what is this? 1 to 5 then?
That's it.
Okay. Well, that's DEFCON. Oh. Well, that was DEFCON 1. That's the base. I also have the deep dive for DEFCON.
It means
So,
it's really deep dive.
so we'll have to stack
Details.
this stuff up a little bit so that we can get into the deep dive. Let's just stick all this right there. So we have deep dive. I think this was basically because of Kickstarter. I want to say.
Explain details. And
Alright, so deep dive. Okay. Let's see here. Deep dive has a lot to going on here. So yeah, this was a. So a deep dive, instead of your regular playmats, you got these that had. So
where you put
when you
your
stuck stuff in, it stayed there.
gotcha. So it's a 2.0 upgrade.
If that's what you want to call it, yes. All right. We did get cards. We do got this. We do got some more tokens. And we have a sticker pack that I would have to read through to figure out what we need the stickers for. So here's your tokens, your newer tokens that go along with this. That adds on to the ambiance of the game. We do get some more. And I know it's like ships and trucks and stuff like that, but it's more wooden meeples to go along with the game, including what looks to be a possible dinosaur. Okay. Just kidding, there's no dinosaur in there. So you get the historical booklets, strategic guide, and the deep dive rule book. And then you get the French rules, which come in handy if you speak French.
Yes.
Oui, oui. So the deep dive rule book, it's the United Nations, the Doctrines, the Atlantic Alliance. Apparently the different things you can add in. Because that's what we need to do, is add on to the rule book that we already have.
More to read, more to learn.
And then you have the strategic guide booklet, which doesn't have a nice picture whatsoever. And a historical booklet.
Wow. That's the one that has your reference.
Which apparently references every single card that is in the game.
That's good.
Actually, that
is really good.
Alright, and we do have more cards. Leaders. Leaders and doctrines.
This is very political.
Well, I mean, you're basically... I think it goes from the Cold... It's all the Cold War. If I remember correctly. It was so long ago when I pledged on. I pledged on this about the same time I pledged on... What was that game called? 2 Minutes to Midnight. Which is basically kind of like this. Okay, so... Obviously, you get your new stuff. Check marks. What was the target in the check marks? Mission and objectives.
Yeah, I know. No anymore. Yeah. Objective and mission. Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a bit here. It's a lot of cards.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of, hey, this is the new technology. This is what you're gonna do. This is what you gotta build up to.
You have research and development.
I'm sure there's more than one way to win this game. Just nuking your opponent probably is not the main thing, though.
There's some kind of form of intelligence needed, like,
Are you talking like AI?
No, but research, yeah, it could be. I don't know. I didn't read it. But, yeah, a lot of steps, a lot of stuff.
But this is a nice little add-on, this deep dive. It adds on, looks like it adds quite a bit onto the basic game. And including you get these doctrines and leader cards. Those are your doctrine cards. And you get the leader cards. Like Winston Churchill, MacArthur, and Reagan, Stalin, Brezhnev, and Gorbachev, Nazar, Ho Chi Minh, Nehru, Charles de Gaulle. I don't know how to pronounce that. And I will never get to, I'll never get to be able to pronounce those. But anyway.
Mao Zedong, Deng Xiaoping.
But it adds the leaders. Right. It adds your leaders onto your game.
Okay.
That was everything, Glasses Girl.
Okay, cool. It's just so interesting, like, there's so much that it seems like there's gonna be so much to do. You know?
We play games where you look at
look at
the Everrain. The Everrain was like a choose your own adventure. You go wherever you want, but there's a lot to do, and that's the beauty of some games is that there's so much to do. You have so many choices that every player can play things differently and different outcomes.
But it's like it looks good to play, but it's just overwhelming. You know, there's so many signs and symbols, and But I guess once you just separate it, and it'll be good.
And you're right. There's just so much you can do, and I agree with that. But anyway, guys, this is DEFCON 1.
DEFCON 1.
It's recently from Kickstarter. I want to say it's going to retail. I can't remember. I don't remember a lot of this one, folks. I remember I went ahead and backed it in Kickstarter. It looked like it would be a fun game. It came out on Kickstarter about the same time as 2 Minutes to Midnight. And I was just kind of intrigued because I liked the thought of going from Cold War era to modern and doing different things to see which way different countries would develop. And this looks like it's quite a bit, just like 2 Minutes to Midnight. Both of them have a lot of similarities and differences. But hey, if you want
This is your kind of game, go get it. Looks really interesting.
But as always, folks, support your local gaming. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
and Dan Wolf Games in Griffin, Georgia. Game on, everybody.
Game on.